Jennifer here, back with another edition of TV Talk. It's Tuesday, and that means it's Star Wars Day. And this week's episode of The Clone Wars was Dangerous Debut. Taken prisoner by the Pikes, Ahsoka and the Martez sisters attempt to escape. And if I mispronounce the sisters' names, I apologize. Okay, things I liked about this episode. Okay, despite the fact that one of my favorite characters is actually in this episode, there really wasn't a lot I liked about it. This is an arc. This is the third in the arc. I don't know how many there are. We are not that far from the end of the season, so I'm assuming there's only one left, and then we're going to get into another arc. I think they're just doing like 4 arcs per season, or 4 arcs. Or 4 episodes per arc, just trying to tie up the loose ends. But all in all, like, not a lot that I liked about it. This one, they're really trying, like I said, they're using Season 7 to really tie up the loose ends of Clone Wars, particularly since I believe this came out after Rebels, and there were a lot of questions as to, particularly with some of the Clone Wars characters that appear within Rebels. So they're really tying up a lot of loose ends here. I don't know where the Bad Batch fits in with this. Unless they were really using that to kind of just set up not only Rex's frame of mind prior to the end of the war, but also to set up the Bad Batch. TV show, they may have had that in the planning phases and decide, oh, well, we're going to use this to kind of set up the characters and introduce them to everyone. Entirely possible, I'm not sure. This arc, it's really showing like where Ahsoka was prior to everything that happens with Revenge of the Sith. I know from stuff I saw online, we're going the closer we get to the end of the series with the Clone Wars, particularly the end of this season, because this is the final season of Clone Wars, the more it's going to overlap with Revenge of the Sith. And that the more they're going to try and tie in Revenge of the Sith with the show to kind of show where everything is. So, when we get to those points, I will talk about them, I promise. We are not there yet, though. But other than that, really nothing I didn't like about the episode. I'm not saying it was a bad episode. I'm just saying that for me, other than, state where Ahsoka was, at this point in time, it really didn't do much for me. Again, we are introduced to the Pikes for the very first time, to my knowledge, in this episode. In this arc, I believe this arc is the first time we see the Pikes. I know we see them again in the Bad Batch, and I know we see them in the Book of Boba Fett. That's the first time I see the Pikes, is in the Book of Boba Fett. But I believe this is the first time we actually see them. I think this arc is the first time they're introduced. If I'm wrong, I do apologize. Okay, things I didn't like about this episode. Again, there was nothing I didn't like about this episode. Like I said, it is part of an arc. It is the third episode in an arc. I believe it's a 4-episode arc, but I could be wrong on that aspect. I have not seen season 7 all the way through yet, so you're really getting my first impressions of these episodes. I don't know where they're going with them other than what I've seen in snippets online and what I'm guesstimating where they go from Star Wars TV shows like The Bad Batch and Rebels that take place after the Clone Wars. So and you know, the Book of Boba Fett and The Mandalorian. So I'm really, it's, other than information like from shows like that, I don't know where they're going with this. I don't know where particular characters are going with this. Like, obviously, like Obi-Wan, Anakin, I know where they're going from that point on. I mean, that was kind of set in stone before even the prequels came out, before the TV shows came out, because of the original trilogy. Characters like Ahsoka and Rex, it's like I have an idea of where they're going with them based on other episodes, other series. I don't want to say which ones in case you haven't seen them yet. And then with, like, the Bad Batch, going back, like, to the first 4 episodes of this episode, I have an idea based on what I've seen so far of the Bad Batch, where they're going. But, really nothing I didn't like about this episode, at least nothing that I would have changed. Really. Okay, feel free to check out my related Star Wars videos. and do hurt. Second, no bad or curse words in comments. I go out of my way not to use them in my videos, and I expect the same courtesy in the comment section. Kids may be watching these videos, and I don't want them reading anything inappropriate in the comment section. Okay, number 3, I'm not opposed to debates, but please keep it civil. And finally, be respectful to me and each other. If you can't say something nice, please don't post it. And also keep in mind, if any of my comment rules are violated, I will disable the comment section. Alright, in my opinion, being able to comment on my videos is a privilege, and privileges can be taken away. So if I see anything that goes against these rules, I will post my videos as for kids, which means the comment section will not be available at all. I don't want to do that, so please don't force my hand. Okay, feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read those. Also, feel free to follow me on Wattpad, Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. I do have my name for those 4 sites right there on the screen, as well as the pictures I use for the icons. Please note that all pictures seen within this video do belong to their respected artists. I own absolutely nothing. And the links for any sites mentioned in this video will be in the description section. Okay, YouTube subscribers. Any of my videos that cannot be found on YouTube are on my Facebook page. Facebook friends. Basically the same deal. Any of my videos that cannot be found on Facebook are on my YouTube channel. And to anyone who's interested, you can feel free to check out my Facebook group, Fanfic Corner. Okay, please like and share if you're watching on Facebook, or like and subscribe if you haven't already, if you're watching on YouTube. And as always, thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.